Having a big bust can be problematic for some women, and especially choosing the right top can be such a big challenge. So in this video I want to talk about how to choose the right top, the right cut, right fabrics, right prints and right accessories for the big busted woman. Because styling, it's all about creating an illusion. We can emphasize some areas or we can disguise them. So stay with me and let's do some magic. So what's the story about these big boobies? People spending thousands of dollars trying to get them, but people who got them, they sometimes feel unhappy. They don't want people to pay attention to their chest area, especially in the business environment. It can distract. But I think it's a very personal choice. Do you want to show off your chest or you want to disguise it? It's totally up to you. But as a stylist, I want to share with you a few techniques which I use on my clients if they want to minimize their bust. Because as I said earlier, styling, it's all about creating an illusion. You can camouflage the area you don't want to be exposed just by choosing the right item to be worn in this area. So in today's video I want to share with you what kind of tops I would advise you to choose, what kind of fabrics and what kind of prints, and of course what kind of accessories. So let's get to work. Choosing the right top for the big busted woman, it can be actually problematic because there are so many nuances you have to pay attention to. You have to pay attention to the color, you have to pay attention to the fabrics, and of course you have to pay attention to the cut of the model of your top. Choosing the right top, it can be very challenging because there are so many nuances, and if you really want to camouflage, to visually minimize this area, you have to know several rules, which I'm gonna share with you now. And the first thing I want to talk about today would be choosing the right neckline of your top. This is crucial because I see women sometimes trying to cover up their chest area by using round neck, turtleneck, high neck, trying to button up their shirt, like trying to camouflage this area. But I'm sorry to say, you're doing absolutely opposite job. You're just emphasizing your chest, especially if you're using very tight material. I will definitely recommend to use V-neck. V-neck will definitely take attention from the middle chest area to your neck because it will expose your neck, your décolleté, your clavicle bones, and it will take attention from the problematic area. Especially with the necklaces or accessories, you can just trick the people by bringing the attention somewhere else. So I would say the same about the scoop neck, about the square neck, anything, wrap top, wrap dress, anything that creates letter V here would be very advisable for the woman with the big bust. And of course it doesn't have to be very tight to your body, it has to be just comfortable. Leave some space between your skin and the garment, so don't make it super tight. The next thing we're gonna move into, that will be choosing the right shirt. If you're working in the office or something, sometimes you buy a shirt and when you button it up, it feels like there is a gap. It feels like the shirt in the chest area will pop. I would advise to avoid this type of shirts, especially when they're really tight on your body or if they have a stretch. I will go for the shirt with the hidden buttons. This will be much more suitable for you and you will feel much more comfortable. The mistake number 2 I see all around, especially during summer, it's wearing skinny straps or spaghetti tops or dresses, anything with the very skinny straps. What is the problem here? I want you to understand that these skinny straps, they look very disproportional with the size of your chest. So they look too skinny for the size of big bust. So I would definitely recommend to use much thicker straps. On top of that, if you have broad shoulders, they will visually minimize your shoulders and they will look much more proportional with the size of your breasts. And because we're trying to create an illusion, we're trying to take attention from the chest area somewhere else, I would also recommend to use asymmetrical tops, like one shoulder tops or tops with some sort of cuts. It can be done just to take attention from the middle of your chest somewhere else. If you have cuts like I'm showing here in this video, all the attention goes to the model of your top, not to your chest. Or if you prefer to use just simple one shoulder top, that will be great as well. This is very stylish, it does the job, it takes attention from the area you want to disguise, and of course if you don't feel comfortable to expose one of your shoulders, you can wear it under your blazer. It will look stylish as well. Strapless tops. This is kind of very interesting question, because in my opinion strapless tops for the very big busted woman is of course they are acceptable, but I would recommend to wear the top in a very strong stretchy material which can hold your breasts, and wear it underneath your blazer, your cardigan, underneath something, unless you want to show off your assets on a special occasion and you have strapless evening dress or party dress, then it's totally up to you. But I would definitely recommend to choose the right fabric, very strong fabric to hold the assets. And the other dangerous top for the big busted woman, I would say, would be halter neck. Halter neck top is, in my opinion, is for ladies with a very nice structured shoulders, nicely toned arms, because it's exposed like all our arms, and the chest area is totally exposed in the halter neck. So this is totally up to you, but I would not recommend this type of tops for big busted women, because all the attention goes straight away to your chest area. And let's say a few words about simple t-shirt. Of course we all have them, we use them all the time, but the simple round neck t-shirt can be maybe not the best choice for the big breasted woman, because it's covering everything. But there is a solution here. I would recommend to use some sort of accessories, some necklaces, to create this beautiful V, to elongate your neck. This is all about illusion, about creating the vertical line. So even throwing the blazer over your t-shirt will have this line, vertical line, which is like elongates your silhouette. And elongating means looking slimmer and skinnier. Shoulder pads, it's such a great trick to visually trick your appearance. You can use them in your t-shirts, you can use them in your blazers. We use them just to create more proportional hourglass silhouette, especially when you have very narrow shoulders or you have wider hips. It's always a good idea to use them to create more balance, more hourglass silhouette. And let me mention several more models of the tops which I would not recommend for the woman with the big boobies. In my opinion, you should definitely avoid crop tops, because crop tops, this is just emphasizing the whole area. The whole attention goes straight away to your chest. Even if you have nice beautiful waist, it's still, if you don't want to expose your assets, you should avoid crop tops. Even if they have v-neck, that also will definitely bring an eye to your chest. Unless you really love them, you can use them, but use them with the blazer or something over it. These models are just not for people who want to minimize their chest area. And let's look at what else I would not recommend for big breasted women. So I would definitely not recommend horizontal stripes, because they will visually maximize this area which you are trying to avoid. I would definitely recommend to use vertical lines, especially stripes. Vertical stripes now are so on trend, so choose a nice striped shirt, especially with the hidden buttons, and you will be totally fine. I would definitely not recommend 3D fabrics, very heavy fabrics like crochet, something which adds even more volume to your body. So I know crochet tops, they were so on trend this summer. I'm sure they're going to the next year as well, all these handmade things, but this type of tops can add extra volume, which we're trying to avoid, so be careful with that. And also when you're choosing your top, If you want to minimize this part of the body, try to choose your tops with no details in the chest area. All extra details, all these ruffles, all these pockets, buttons, all of this can add an extra volume, which we are trying to avoid if you want to minimize your chest area. So pay attention to that as well. Try to choose something clean, something simple, minimal details, and you will look absolutely gorgeous. Actually, if you have in your wardrobe a vest, a simple vest, you can wear it as a top as well. Why? Because it has V-neck. With your blazer, it will look modern, it will look stylish, and it has this magical V which elongates your neck and takes attention from your chest to your neck and décolleté area. With the right accessories, it will look just gorgeous. And let's say a few words about prints, because prints can play kind of a very important visual effect on our appearance. If you choose the wrong print, it can definitely play some tricks on you. So if you choose something very rounded shape, like polka dots, for example, with the big space between them, so this visually can maximize your appearance. I actually spoke about polka dots in details in my previous video. Have a look if you're interested. But big floral prints, something very rounded like circular shapes, can play really bad trick on you if you want to minimize this area. Think about vertical lines. Go for something what reminds you about vertical line, some asymmetrical prints, maybe some animal prints. Just keep in mind vertical lines, so that will definitely help you to choose your print. And of course, accessories playing the crucial role in your appearance, especially if you want to bring attention from your chest somewhere else. So I would say use necklaces, use several necklaces. Try to create layers, especially when you use V-neck or scoop neck, round neck. Obviously you need something on your neck. It can be several necklaces. Try to choose different length. One is shorter, one is longer. Create this magical V. Make sure that your necklaces do not end in the middle of your chest, because that's automatically will bring attention to this area. You'll just kind of emphasize your chest with your accessories. It's automatically will take an eye to your chest. So go for something simple, not too long, simple, classy. The other trick is to use statement earrings as well. This will also take attention from your chest to your beautiful jewelry. So keep that in mind. And the last advice on this topic would be try to choose your blazer, your jacket also very carefully. Go for something very simple, simple fabrics, because I know the trend is a la Chanel style, so I would recommend to stay away from this type of fabrics. Tweed is very thick. It will add an extra volume to your upper body, especially when they're cropped. You don't want to add extra volume to this part of the body. You want to keep it clean and simple. Especially Chanel style jackets, they always have a lot of buttons, a lot of details, a lot of pockets. So I would recommend to stay away from that and use something clean and simple. You can use, like in the summer, like linen, cotton, light blazers, and during the winter you can easily go for the simple wool, polyester, whatever you wish, just super simple in a nice clean finishing. You can also choose it in a pinstripe, which is again vertical lines like we spoke earlier. Of course, we're all different sizes, different breast sizes, so different body sizes, but we have styling and we know how to create the illusion of total, complete, perfect look. So it's totally up to you to disguise your breast or to show off your assets. But I hope this video was helpful for some of you, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you very soon. Good luck!